Hey, real late, Hot 97. My name is Peter Rosenberg, and a gentleman whose name I've been hearing for, I don't know, year and change now. Maxo Kream is in the building.
Going down.
Album dropped this past Friday. It is out right now. Brandon Banks. Brandon Banks, I know nothing about the album title except that Brandon Banks was a small kick returner and wide receiver on the Washington Redskins. I assume that's not what you're referring to, as it wasn't a long and fruitful NFL career. So what is Brandon Banks all about?
Yeah, Brandon Banks, that's my dad alias name, you know what I'm saying? His original name is Emekwanu Biosa. I'm Junior, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, that sounds a lot like your name when I read it.
Okay. Yeah, facts, but you know what I'm saying? That's his name he was using back when he was getting money, you know what I'm saying?
So after he came to America.
Right.
So your dad emigrated to Houston?
He went to Chicago first, and then came to Houston.
Originally from Nigeria?
Nigeria, Sabo.
And what was he? And so he was hustling in Chicago and then in Houston.
Yeah.
And Brandon Banks, that was just the name he came up with?
That's the name he came up with.
Why did he? It's a tight name, by the way. Well
Right.
done. But why Brandon Banks?
I don't know. I always ask him that. And then, like, my little brother Madu, his nickname was Brandon. I don't know. That shit weird, but shit, that's how he rockin'.
Tell me a little bit about the Nigerian community in Houston. Is it a big community?
Hell yeah.
And like specifically in the neighborhood you grew up in?
Yeah, I mean, it's all over Houston, but in A-League, hell yeah.
So it's very interesting, too, because, like, I just feel like Nigeria in particular and African countries in general has been such a theme in music recently. And truth be told, I didn't realize how much that was a part of your background. And I was looking at your list and it was like real name. And I was like, oh, well, Maxo is definitely a part of this
Like
as well as a descendant. Have you been excited to see the sort of emergence of Nigerian artists in music these days?
Yeah, for sure. You got DeVito, Wizkid, Burna Boy, that's the homie. I just recently met him like last month. We've been rocking, you know what I'm saying?
And is your mom of what descent?
She's African American.
Okay. So it's pretty interesting though, because the Houston scene is such a cultural thing in and of itself. Did you grow up a big fan of Houston music specifically? Tell me about the come up in Houston for Maxo Kream.
You know, like from the age like 1 through 10, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, at that age, you can't control your music. It's what's on the radio, what your mama playing, or what people around you playing. So
what was your mama playing?
She played like Tupac. She loved Tupac. God damn it. Biggie. Shit like that. A lot of like 90s R&B. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on that. My older brother, great tapes. A lot of Screw. A lot of H-Town. You know what I'm saying? So from like 1 to 10, yeah. But like once I got to like finding out about music, you know what I'm saying? LimeWire, BearShare, downloading shit like that. I was mostly like on a lot of East Coast rap.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Lyricists.
Like who specifically were you into?
Shit. Once I discovered Nas, it was like finding a new religion.
Really?
Hell yeah. That some Hove, Cassidy, Papoose, Young L, goddamn The Game, 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Growing up with us, Nelly. I fucked with Nelly a little bit. I always had my phases.
Nelly moment, you know.
Yeah, like a motherfucker, the lunatics. So yeah, I always had my moments, but it wasn't just driven by Houston. You know what I'm saying? I take music from all over.
And Houston just kind of helped shape the person that you are.
Shit, Houston is where I'm from.
What is it about Houston, man? First of all, I think Houston, for a lot of East Coast people, is kind of an underrated town in general.
Thanks.
People know the music scene, but besides that, I don't think people think of it culturally. It's a big city. It's spread out. There are neighborhoods that are 40 minutes apart from each other, an hour apart from each other. So it's sort of an interesting place. But I don't know. I think that it's a sleeper city. Good food, good culture,
like a motherfucker.
Great music.
I feel like, man, Houston always just get raped. A lot of people take shit from us, don't give us the credit. So it's like right now, like the whole lean epidemic, everything, you know, Screw, everything about our culture. And then like coming out of Houston, you know what I'm saying, we don't get it easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure as a New York kid, you get like a little buzz in New York, you gonna be at Hot 97. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And Houston's not like that. We always had to grind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when like goddamn Master P and them came from New Orleans to Houston, they had to grind out the trunk. Goddamn, when like we had our whole little wave with DJ Screw, nigga had to actually open up a pop-up shop. When you think about it, first pop-up shop, selling his tapes. Goddamn, when Paul Walker, Millionaire, Slim Thug, they all came. They had to grind together. Like,
it's a great point. Houston is not a city, as huge a city and as influential a city as it has never held the crown officially. where people were like, oh, Houston's the spot. You know, New York's had that moment, LA's had that moment, Atlanta's had that moment. Houston, with a ton of influential artists and cultural influence, it was never like it was just a gift. Oh, you know, Houston's on fire right now. Even when you look back at it now, Houston was on fire.
Exactly. But, I mean, certain people seen it, though. But you got to think about some of our biggest artists. Like, look, UGK. You know what they're saying for? Underground Kings.
Of course.
Like, Houston, like a very underground city, but it's not that underground because everybody know about it. Think about when Jay-Z grabbed goddamn them for Big Pimpin'. He knew what the fuck what was going on. You feel me?
That wasn't by accident.
Right.
Well, no, and people over time started to eventually truly appreciate how important UGK was. And I think Pimp C, particularly after his passing, people really started to appreciate how important UGK was. But I think you make a great point. How did you end up getting into the music yourself?
Man, so I've been supposed to start rapping because my little cousin Lindo, you know what I'm saying? He's all talking, man, bro, we should rap. We should rap. I was hustling in the streets. I'm like, bro, get that lame shit out of here. I ain't motherfucking rapping. One day he brought me to the studio. I hear some beats. You know what I'm saying? I was like a very mediocre ABC-ass rapper going in there, you know what I'm saying? And like he was spitting. So the more and more we went, I like, you know what, I'm gonna take it seriously. Then I got locked up, you know what I'm saying? Got out. And then it was a crew, you know what I'm saying, in my hood called FDAB. They already had a video out on YouTube. That shit fucked me up. You know, I'm like, God damn, why the hell we ain't got no video out? I was too busy in the streets beeping, doing little other shit. So when I got like, no, I'm gonna start rapping. I went to South by Southwest, I think it was 2011. It was my first one. I didn't even know, like, we went trying to hop on hoes and turn up because it's something called the Texas Relays. You know what I'm saying? I thought South by was like Texas Relays, but like on some hipster type shit. But I went there, like really some music shit.
Yeah.
This back when South by was South by. Like I walked by.
In
like,
2011, it was still very
hell
much
yeah. I think I
full-
seen Kendrick and goddamn Schoolboy performing at like a show with like 20 people and shit like that. Like it was still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shit like
at that
that.
time, that era when you were going was still, I stopped going like 2015, something like that,
Right.
14.
Hell yeah, shit
No,
died out.
so once you did South by, did it start giving you the bug of like, this is...
I'm talking about as soon as we got back to Houston from Austin, we pulled over on the side of the road and shot a video. So I guess they gave him the spark, like, fuck it, I'm about to do this shit.
And then at what point did things really start to move for you?
Like 2012. Even though it wasn't a big jump like that, like from when I went from 2011 to 2012, hell yeah, that's when I really started rapping. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a lyricist, I'm gonna spit. You know what I'm saying? I had dropped the, you know, the Kendrick Lamar, the Rigor Mortis. Mm-hmm. I did a remake to that.
So you're really interesting too, though, because you spit and talk about real things. Even Meet Again. I mean, that's a record that's about a pretty serious subject matter.
Right.
And the video is out right now. You can catch the video, but you also have melody to what you do. You know what I mean? Like there's an inherent melody to the way you rap. It's not just it's not soulless. It's not just let me hit you with lyrics constantly.
Right.
You definitely seem to have influences in that way as well.
Hell yeah. I love Future.
You really? You know what's
Hell
funny? I was thinking, speaking of that area of the country, I was quietly enjoyed Baby Bash.
A word.
I mean, it's a slight guilty pleasure.
Right.
And I think that, like, you know, Baby Bash, Nelly was more of a rapper, of course, than Baby Bash was. But that sort of time period was when a lot of melodies kind of started kicking into mainstream hip hop. Now, granted, a lot of garbage came from that as well, and it wasn't necessarily all good. But I think you can hear it in a positive way. And then the next generation, you get Future, which then translates to Young Thug. And here we are today. But you can hear that you have melody shit as well.
Yeah. I did that cover too. Like my mama jam a lot of music. You feel me? Like she used to love Ja Rule. That nigga had melody out the world. You feel me?
Oh my God. And then ironically, of course, 50 ended up attacking Ja Rule.
And that's what made me a 50 Cent fan.
What, the way he went after
Man,
Ja?
what? Like a motherfucker. I think that's when I really started getting in trouble in school too. Acting like 50 Cent. And then the game ended up attacking him. So they even boosted me up even more. Them like my favorite rappers.
I know. And the irony is, at 50 did all that, and then 50 was singing on every hook of his records too.
Candy shop.
Every single one. As he's clowning Ja Rule, he's literally taking it and doing himself, but basically made it more about, it's not the way you're singing, it's just who I am versus who you are.
But see, he tried to get that money too. Like he was in the industry. He see what's going. You know what I'm saying? He tried to work his move. You know what I'm saying? He did what he did.
So tell people a little bit about the album, Brandon Banks.
Brandon Banks. All right, so to understand Brandon Banks, you got to understand my last album before that, Pumpkin. You know what I'm saying? That was basically like, everybody know Maxo or Trigger Maxo, you know what I'm saying? But anybody that know Pumpkin, that's my nickname. That's what my grandma called me. They really know me from like yay high.
I just can't call you that. Even
Pumpkin.
if we get to know each other well.
Oh, nah, it's cool though.
All right, I'm gonna keep it Maxo.
Yeah,
You got another more.
Yeah, it's Pumpkin, but ain't no pumpkin. Ain't nothing sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Right, got it. So,
But yeah.
All right, so that was the last joint, and that was super
Right.
biographical about you.
Yeah, about me and my whole family. Like this one is like another chapter. You feel me? It's like playing Grand Theft Auto. You ever play Grand Theft Auto 5?
No, I'm old. Washed.
Well, yeah,
I played RC Pro-Am. You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck is that?
A Nintendo from 1988.
Yeah, nah.
But yes, but I appreciate the
All
reference.
right, so it's like, all right, Grand Theft Auto 5. So it's like Pumpkin story mode. Get another story.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon Banks, you playing online.
All right,
It's more missions, more, you know what I'm saying? It's getting deeper into it. And it's basically like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to understand me more, you got to understand my dad. Because we the same, but we different. But if you understand my dad, then you understand me more.
What are the main similarities between you and your dad?
Shit. The temper.
Temper?
The temper. The goddamn.
You seem so nice.
I'm cool, though.
Yeah, you don't seem like a temper guy.
Nah, I go from 0 to 100. But I'm working on that, though.
Okay, good.
Because, you know what I'm saying? I'm maturing. That's like some childish shit.
How old are you?
Me? I'm 29.
Yeah, so you're getting there. You're getting
Right.
there. You'll get there.
You feel me? That shit, the hustler mentality, not scared to fail. You know what I'm saying? That's like, if I want to do something, I'm going to try to go do it. Or shit, I'm going to go get it. And I might fall, bust my ass a million times. They ain't going to stop me. He the same way.
So how are you different, you and your dad?
I'm different. Shit, rap. And they can't rap. He can talk shit, but he can't rap. You know what I'm saying?
You should challenge your dad, yeah.
What's a
Call
rapping?
him out right now.
Man,
Can't see
he gonna talk shit all day. I ain't got time for that shit.
Is he proud of you and excited about what's going on?
Hell yeah. Now, but at first he ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? Cause he getting out of jail. You know what I'm saying? He want me to graduate college, do this and that. Like, you know, like if you're Nigerian or anything about the Nigerian culture, they real
Serious.
education
Yes.
prone. They want you to motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. Like, I got homies that's 29 still in school. I got homies that's goddamn 30-something still in school, but it's like they doing it to please their parents. Fuck that. Do what you want to do. Cause like, let's say I would have tried that and went with that and failed. Then I'd be broke. And I know niggas with degrees that's broke as hell. They got a degree in something that they can't get no job in.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No,
So
believe me.
shit.
And
this working for me.
I think that is what's striking about you at first when I saw that you were Nigerian, because I associate the Houston rap scene, I don't know why, with just such a uniquely like African American experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then to hear that your background is Nigerian is interesting as well.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you. Don't just act like, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I never really fucked with my Nigerian family like that. I always felt like my African American side. You feel me?
You didn't relate? You didn't feel like you related as much?
Nah, it's not that. Well, yeah, that too. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my dad's side, they so cutthroat. Like, one of the reasons why my old man went to jail, cause his sister told on him to the police. You know what I'm saying? So that had like my whole outlook on them, like, damn, that's fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't raised to be this way. Hell no, nothing like that. Damn near, you know what I'm saying? I had it good from like the age of 1 to 12. But once he went to jail, I went from goddamn Little League and Chuck E. Cheese to gang banging and serving fiends. You feel me? Like that. And I feel like it ain't had to be like that. Like on my mama's side, it's loyalty. Like they might have, you know how mamas, they might have they mess with their sisters and shit like that, but at the end of the day, they gonna keep it tight knit. Like I really got into like the Nigerian culture with like my friends. Like not my family. Like going like African parties and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Eating jollof rice at, you know what I'm saying, Toby House and shit like that. But not from like, you know what I'm saying, like my dad. Cause he was Nigerian, but that nigga thought he was the nigga. Like for real.
Listen, the Maxo Kream album, Brandon Banks, is out right now. We're gonna play some music from it right now. Be sure to get it. It's been a pleasure getting to meet you, man. I've always heard good things about you, but you are a charming gentleman.
Already.
Happy to have you on the show and have you back, man.
For sure.